Hey everybody, welcome to Be Mother Live, and today we've got another X-Men here. I feel like I've had a lot of heroes in the X-Men teams lately. It's nice to have a villain for a change. Of course, this is Omega Red from XM Studios. Just got this in yesterday. Thanks for everyone for tuning in. I see lots of people in the chat already. That's great. If you haven't watched the previous episode of Gambit, Be Mother Live, this isn't a full review. This is just kind of a quick look at the statue. If you have any questions about it, fire them away. I'll try to get to them as they come up. But I do have a few things I want to talk about with this piece. So let's give it a go. Let's start off. So first of all, similar to Gambit, there is no manual for the statue. You get instead this card here. It's got the packing instructions there, but it does have this QR code on the back, so if you scan that, it'll take you to the YouTube playlist for the assembly of this statue. You also get the print. I'll show you that real quick. Right there, it's a pretty cool looking print. Also got the plaque, so I'll show you that. One thing to note on this is there's no number on the plaque. I think the previous ones were all numbered. This one doesn't have a number on it, but I don't think that's a big deal because the number never lined up with my statue anyways. So that's just all the stuff that you get with it. So I mentioned the assembly video. You may want to watch that because it's a little tricky to put together the base. You got all these tubes and things, and those are separate pieces, and you got to feed them into the holes and things. One thing about the tubes, some of them are just barely long enough to reach where they got to go. Like this one here, barely reached into that hole there. A few millimeters shorter, it wouldn't have fit. So hopefully nobody gets a tube that's too short. Another thing about the tubes, this metal looking one here is actually flexible. You can shape it to how you want. And I say that because it doesn't look like it is. It looks like a piece of polystone. And when I first put this piece in, that tube was like way up in here. I was like, whoa, they really screwed that one up. But you can actually shape it. So just a quick note there. One more thing about the tubes. If you were paying attention as they were developing this, they showed the tubes with like bubbles inside. And there was meant to look like there's liquid in there. On mine, this one here has that. The other ones, not so much. And I'm told that's going to vary piece to piece. So some of your tubes might have bubbles, some might not. It doesn't really bother me particularly that much. I don't think it adds a ton to the piece. It would have been cool to have all the bubbles, but hey, whatever. What else about the base? I think that's it. Oh, one more thing. There were little icicles around here originally, but they got rid of those. So there's no icicles. That's about it for the base. One more. Okay, next. Scale. I know size is a big deal for you guys. This statue is actually pretty big. The base is nice and kind of compact in terms of the footprint, but the statue is quite tall. This is the tallest part here to this tentacle, and it's about 26 inches. Omega Red himself, head to toe, he's about 21 inches. So in the comics, he's a big dude. He's like 7 feet, 400 and some pounds. So he's got the size, the height, and I think he's got the bulk to match that. So he's going to kind of dwarf some of the other characters, especially Wolverine, which is good. So he's a big statue, big and bulky, imposing, and I like that about this piece. What else do I got? The portraits. Okay, so I got a couple just short B-roll shots to show you for the portraits because you do get two of them. This is sort of the original portrait, you could say, with the ponytail. That's what he looked like when he first appeared. Once he finally got his clothes on. If you've seen X-Men #4, then you know what I'm talking about. But here, I'll show you the B-roll footage here, some close-ups on the portraits. So this is the one that's on the statue right now, as I mentioned, with the ponytail. I think probably this is the one I like better right now. Again, ponytail portrait here. And this is the other one here. So this one doesn't have the ponytail and his mouth is open. I think they're both pretty good. So there you go. The two portraits for the statue hopefully give you a good look at it. I think I like this one the best though out of the two. Yeah, Mac Collections B-roll. There you go. So not much else for me to say quickly off the top. One thing that really stands out, I think, is the red paint. It's really quite vibrant, quite flashy, which is good for the character. There you go, Omega Red, XM Studios. These tentacles are pretty cool. I know there was a video that came out not too long ago where I think it was Sang from XM was dropping them on the floor to show how they wouldn't break. I haven't tried that. I'm not going to try that, but they are quite light. They do feel like a little bit flexible, like they wouldn't break, but I'm not going to try that. You could try it with yours. But there you go. Omega Red. I don't know if there was any questions there. If anybody wants to chime in for a few minutes here, I'll stay on. Yeah, Ryan says ponytail for the win. I think I agree with that. Yeah, Ethan says it's pretty impressive. Overall, I'm pretty impressed with it. One thing about this statue that this is this first time I've seen it. From the videos and photos, I always felt the pose was a little bit odd, like he was a little bit off balance from some angles, and having it in hand helps because you can see it from all angles, but I still feel that way a little bit. From certain angles, it looks like he's almost falling backwards, but having it, you can turn it how you like, and he does look good from other angles. So William, no extra arms, so you only get these two. I think originally he had arms that he was kind of like surfing or almost, where they were out like this, and so they got rid of one pair of arms, but I think these were the ones to go with. I think they look a little bit better. It is quite a heavy statue. I haven't weighed it yet, but it's difficult to move actually, because each one of these things on the base, these pillars, is a separate piece, so you can't like grab them to pick it up. So you have to kind of take it all apart, I've found, to get your hands under here and pick it up. So it's a good feeling statue. I mean, the body itself feels pretty nice and sturdy. Yeah, I agree. Omega Red, Sabretooth, and Wolverine. I definitely plan to put him next to my Wolverine. I don't know who I'm going to move off. I'm looking at my shelf, it's full. I don't know who I'm moving out to move Omega Red in, but he's going to go by my Wolverine too. So there you have it, guys. I'm going to sign off here. XM Studios, Omega Red. I'll give you one more quick spin around here. I think it's a pretty cool piece overall, but I will do a full review. As I said, this is not a full review. Better in person than in webpics. I would say yes. As I said, looking at the convention footage, the videos, I hadn't seen it before until yesterday when it came in. I felt he looked a little bit weird in the pose, but it's better than it looked. It's still a little weird from some angles, but I think it's definitely better to me than it looked in the pictures earlier. Yes, full review coming soon. I will have a full breakdown of the statue, do my character background, everything that I normally do, close-ups, so you'll get a good look at this one. And so that's coming soon. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed this quick early look at Omega Red from XM Studios. Talk to you guys soon.